welcome back to our fourth episode.
Yeah.
This is so exciting. I'm really so happy for this. It's like we're doing so many amazing things here and so many tips. So this episode is actually very exciting. We are going to talk about what Laura said before, screen time without a magic number. Oh, I love this. Actually, I think that this is genius. Laura, this is genius. I had never heard about this before. It's like I thought that at first you made a research, but no, actually you're not inventing this, but actually it's new.
It's kind of new. I've been going through a lot of research, very scientific research, looking for this, and because we need screen time when we are so afraid. We need a number that's going to protect us from the horrible damage that the brain of our kid is going to have. No, but it's true. It's what we're feeling inside is like, oh my God, the brain of my kid is going to be messed up. And screen time, and if I have a number, and if my kid is just 59 minutes and not 61 in front of a screen, everything is going to be good. And well, let's see. What if we forget about the concept of screen time and we forget about the concept of a number, and we start talking about balance and about your kids' well-being? And because what happens with screen time? Screen time is exhausting. It's an endless negotiation. It opens so many terrible doors. Your kid is anxious because he starts already playing with a ticking clock. And as hard as it can look, there is no universal magic number of screen time. And there is no scientific research that supports that screen time actually damages the brain. That's the first thing. So you can forget about this, nothing is going to happen. Now, does this mean that your kid can spend endless hours in front of a screen? No. Why? Because there are some other things to do, because a life is not composed of digital play. So you have to focus on the basics. You have to focus on sleep. That's very important for a kid. You have to focus on physical activity. You have to focus on nutrition. You have to focus on school or learning, whatever. You have to focus on relationships. You have to focus on emotional well-being. And as we all know, a day only has 24 hours. So a child with balance cannot play above a screen time that is going to damage his brain. It's not possible. There are going to be days that he's going to have some activities or he's going to have a play date and you're not going to be able to play at all. And what happens if you set a screen time for every day? What happens with this lost screen time? Do you have to put it some other day where you maybe not have the time? It's terrible. It's the worst thing.
You're creating a schedule on playing that is actually not healthy.
And exactly.
What you said before is very interesting. I'm again empathizing in the past because I had a screen time. And it's true that when you do this kind of thing, you have to be very careful when you choose which language or the way that you're speaking about it. It's like, actually, you told me something before the recording that I love it. That it was like, we don't have time now for this, but it's not like it's forbidden. This is not forbidden. It's management of time.
We're doing something else. We cannot, it's not possible with doing something else. And sometimes it's going to be nothing at all. And your kid also needs that.
Yeah.
And if he's bored, we're going to talk about that. And it's not a problem. And this is going to reduce conflict a lot. And This means also that on a rainy day, your kid can play more hours if you're on holidays and there's nothing else to do. And this is not going to create damage in his brain, so you can be at ease, or this is at least no scientific research that I found that supports the idea that spending a rainy day, a rainy afternoon in front of a gaming system is going to damage your kid's brain. There are going to be also breaks because the kid needs it, and you're gonna have snacks, and you're gonna drink, and you're gonna many things. But again, we focus on balance and not on numbers. And also there is a risk for the adult, because we can be driven by control. And
I was going to say that it's about power. It's not about management of time.
Exactly. We try to control, and we are fear driven, and then many adults have very busy lives, and they are very controlled one day and very tired another day. And then they just put the kids in front of the gaming system, and they are going to scroll on their phones, and the kids are over there, and they don't know what to expect either. So sometimes there's some people that say, oh, maybe that gives them some predictability. And no, it doesn't. Screen time never gives any predictability, because it's not possible to have a predictable screen time every day, as it's not possible to have, as we said, a predictable time where you are playing Legos every day.
Sorry, I'm going to interrupt you a little regarding this, because this is very important. Actually, I want to put a lot of emphasis on this. The scheduling is for work. The scheduling is for things that you have to do for living, that are actually very, very like the pillar of your life. Okay, gaming is a pillar of life, but it's not like work. It's attached to emotions. So you can put a time screen or something that is actually an emotional transition. It doesn't have to be a kid. Right now we're talking about kids, obviously, but it's in adults as well. You don't play every day at the same hour. If you don't feel like that, you don't do that. So I love the concept of the screen time, and that you're against about that, because obviously it's like screen time is like a schedule. You can schedule when you are in the mood to play or not. So we are talking about communication and good management of time. So
and about also being flexible, because you can also talk with your kid, and you just school days normally have no play, or shortest play, or early stop time, or it's school days sometimes are more difficult. In the weekends, you may have a day where you are the whole day out, or you may have a day where longer play is possible. So being so strict is a problem, but you decide, because you are the responsible adult. And so what if, and this is a very normal what if the kid always asks for extra time? This is normal. You're just calm, you're just consistent, and as we said in an earlier episode, you give warnings, and you have this predictability that is emotional predictability. It's not predictability. We're going to play from 6 to 7. It's not predictability. It's control.
So true.
Exactly. We're going to give this emotional support to the kid. That's easier to navigate. So then don't worry about holidays. They can include longer sessions. And it's not a problem if well-being remains protected and the kid has all the things in their life. Again, sleep, nutrition, movement, connection, social, all the needs, basics, back to basics.
That's what you mean when you're talking about balance.
Yeah, exactly. So if things are off, if an older kid starts having, sleep problems, then you act. If schoolwork is suffering, then you act, but not with shame. You adjust the balance. Again, we protect the learning, because learning is important. So then we need more time for learning.
And this is about making the kids understand. And again, the communication is always in the table because it's important. It's not about ordering, giving orders to the child. Oh, you're going to do this from this hour to this hour. It's explaining. As you told me before, it's like we don't have time right now for this, but this is not forbidden. You want to play right now, but we have to do this. You have to play. You want to play right now, but you didn't sleep well. You need to take rest. To put priorities and make the kid understand that it's not about you being in charge. It's about you taking care and having responsibility of your kid and explain the kid. Right now, you cannot play because you're tired, because you didn't
Yeah.
eat, because you're sick. It's like the kid don't understand this kind of thing. Don't expect a child to understand the things that a parent must understand.
Yeah, exactly. And that we have to manage in our own way on top of that, because there is another what if my child compares our roles to other families? They are going to do that. Always. They are going to compare, oh, but he can play more, or he does not have a TV, or whatever. No problem. Different families have different rhythms. And our job is, we know our family, we know our kids' needs, and we decide. We take the decision. And this is very, very important. It's and we also can listen to the boundaries. This does not mean like, oh my God, like you don't have to reject everything your child says. Okay, like da-di-da, I don't know who does things like that. You can listen to him and then you decide, okay, I think here we're going to do it like this because this is our rhythm.
And this is not giving the child power, like so many parents think. This is not saying I'm losing authority. This is giving the child to express himself or herself, giving the chance to be part of the conversation, to be part of the environment, and to be part of the decision that actually is going to influence the child. So if the child has a good idea, it's not bad to say it's okay.
No, to listen to the kid gives you authority.
A healthy authority.
A healthy authority, because maybe you can behave like this with a younger kid, or with some types of kids, but there are some other types of kids and teens that are not going to accept the authority of someone that does not listen at all, and that remains blocked in whatever they said at the beginning. And this is my authority, and if I change it, they are not going to accept it. So yeah, we are a family. And I listen to you. This does not mean that now we are going to do it as the other family. Yeah. And so many times I had so many interesting conversations with other parents about why they made the decisions they made. And I questioned things that I decided, and even changed things that I have decided. And sometimes with my kids, we took a decision together.
That's amazing. To have a decision together as a family. It doesn't matter if you have, because obviously in families there is a structure, there is a hierarchy, but it's not about power again. It's about balance. Because actually this hierarchy is not because I'm better than you, I know more than you. It's about a parent compromising to the child. That is actually the hierarchy and the reason why there are roles, specific roles in a family. It's not about power. So I really love the fact that you're talking about having communication and open communication with the child. Don't make assumptions about your child it's not going to understand what I say. Kids understand. You just need to choose your words better and adjust your language and your words to a child that obviously is developing. But that doesn't mean that the child is not receptive. So, yeah.
Again, we're talking about authority, and there is a very particular game. I'm not going to say the name. That I said no. You know what it is?
I know. Yes.
I said no, and then my kid kept insisting, and I was like, okay, no, and then I saw him speaking with the other kids about the game, and then I said, okay. I saw the dynamics, I saw everything. Let's give it a try. but we were together. We were sitting just.
You have presence in the situation.
Yeah, I had presence, and we were looking at the screen. We created the username together, and we entered the room, and and I look at what he was doing. I think the game, it was not much for him. I think he played 20 minutes the first session and 10 minutes the other session, and then he got bored. But I gave him the opportunity to install it and to be with him. And this after I was saying no for a while, for a couple of months maybe. So we did that together, and we took the decision together, and he was really happy and excited, and then he didn't like it much. And that was okay. And it was a very good educational moment also, because I listened to him, and also he listened to me. He listened what I had to
That's
say
beautiful.
about the game and why I did it, why I was not sure. But even when I was not very sure, we were going to try that together. And it was good.
It was communication. It was actually you being present, but not pushing. It's like you were part of that. This is something very interesting, actually, regarding this, that if you make something forbidden, it's like everything, it's more tempting. If you make something forbidden and you put a negative concept regarding it, surrounding it, it's like a temptation, right? So the kid is going to have a very bad conception about it, but will want it more. What you said, that the kid after 20 minutes was bored. Why? Because it's naturalized. You are there. It's a healthy environment. The kid feels safe. It doesn't have anything to hide, because actually you are there. You are supportive. So this is like eating. You eat, you finish, and that's it. The disorders appear when you have traumas, when there are bad conceptions regarding it. It's like everything. It's like addictions and everything. There is actually a concept behind the actions. Actually, that's a pattern.
Exactly. And also we can observe, and again, I think social relationships are very, very good for the kids. And particularly my kids, it may happen that some friends come and they want to play together. And obviously, if they are friends and they are socializing and they are sharing the controllers and everything, for me, they can stay longer. Or even if it's a day where they can maybe go to sleep a little bit later, because there are important things for their needs that are happening. So yeah, this is the moment when. But I'm always around, and I like my kids' friends. So that's.
You're an amazing mom. It's like
I'd like
actually,
to be.
yeah,
I'd
you
like to
are.
be. I'd like to be. But this is something that you can, if you're very worried about, I don't know, a Saturday, and the idea of maybe the session is going to be longer or whatever, you can invite some friends, or you can even make it a bonding moment and play with them, and then it's so many needs are being fulfilled, you can go longer. Because you are doing. Yeah, it is. Take decisions as a responsible adult, looking at the needs of your kid. And I know that this may feel scary at the beginning, because you don't have this magic number that's going to protect you. But just don't worry, nothing wrong is going to happen in the brain of your kid. You're there, you're protecting everything, that you're protecting their basic needs. So nothing is going to destroy him if you're there.
So we can say that the best kind of control is not having it. It's like having
it's
good
connection.
management.
It's connection.
Yeah.
But you cannot. This is the difference that parents must do. Control is one thing, but the opposite is not abandonment. It's not abandonment.
Yeah, it's okay.
Not just, sorry. You just don't leave your kid like over there. Okay, then you do whatever you want to. No. It's you have to be there with them, because you're guiding them through life, through every aspect of their life. Also gaming. If they want to, if you decided, okay, we're gonna have console home and we're gonna have this in our place, you have to guide them through that. It's, for me, it's very important.
And I think that actually this episode is very interesting. I really enjoy it. I learn. It's like I learn a lot. I know that when I'm going to have kids, I'm going to do all these things because actually it's something that the inner Ornella will appreciate as well. Yeah, actually, it's like not repeating the cycle. Okay, I just want to make some disclaimer. I love my parents. If you're watching, Mama, Papa, I love you. Okay, it's like I'm not going to. It's like, yeah, I'm crying. No, I'm not crying about my parents, but it's true that we are all learning together, and the resources and the tools that we are talking about, my parents don't have it, and the other generations before don't. So this is something that we have to educate. This is something karmic that we have to just break, so the wheel just stop, and we create better patterns. So what we can say regarding this, just tell me if I understood, okay, is that screen time is a no, and that actually the best way to do this is management of time in a healthy way and communication. Communication is a pillar of everything.
Balance again and focus in the child's basics all the time.
With your children. Talk with your children. Enjoy fun. Have fun. It's always like
and time is only one piece of the idea.
Yes.
Again, as parents, so many parents are very anxious about the kind of content that their kids consume. So content matters too. And we are going to talk in the next episode about choosing games with content. What rating systems can tell you that we all like, and what rating systems cannot tell you, and how to choose.
Thank you, Laura, for being here. This was an amazing episode, and I can absolutely wait for the next one. So thank you for being here. Thank you, Mindy Fam, and until the next episode. Goodbye.
Bye.